Traumatic brain injury recovery.
Tell me, what advice do you have for brain injury survivors and for family members and for healthcare treaters?
To lean on those that are in your life, whether it be your family, your friends, your pastor, faith community, prayer, meditation, those kinds of things are impactful in your life, as well as joining a local brain injury support group so that you do feel like you're supported by others experience similar circumstances. And perhaps trying writing some things down you're thankful for, as that makes a significant difference in your life and helps you to focus on the positive instead of your losses.
And so for the family members, you said patience is important, as well as for the survivors.
Yes, absolutely. Be patient with yourself and with others, because especially when you look okay, you can't see the brain. And so there's a lot of things going on that it's even difficult for yourself to figure out and acknowledge, no less for a family member or loved one who doesn't understand what's going on inside your brain. Mm-hmm. So it's a learning process for all involved.
Mm-hmm. Have you noticed that others, when you were during the course of recovery, were frustrated or annoyed when you didn't understand things as easily or didn't respond as quickly?
Yes, or someone would repeat the question as if I didn't hear them initially. And the reality is I did hear them, but my brain was just taking a minute to process what they asked and what my answer was. And so I think communication is important, to let your loved ones know that that is what's going on so they can understand, so that maybe they are more patient or understanding as we're trying to better communicate with one another.
Good advice. Now, how about advice for the healthcare treater?
I think to treat the individual as a whole person, I think sometimes the physical consequences are addressed or the main focus, when brain injury affects not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, even financially. It affects the person as a whole and is lifelong.
It sure is. One of the issues I'm aware of is that after an illness, including a brain injury, one has to deal with being dependent on other people, not having as much control over their body and their mind as they used to, and also the loss of capacity. So those are big challenges for anybody going through this.
Certainly is. I think what helped through my recovery is that I had practiced with that with my MS for many years. And without that, I would have had to start from square one. You know, when you're used to being independent, I was a university academic advisor before I retired. With my MS, you know, that was a big adjustment to not be able to work anymore. Some people, depending on your job, will be able to get back to work. I unfortunately already had to stop my career, and that was an adjustment that I'd already gone through. Mm-hmm. So part of that, I was a step ahead, and I think that did make a difference in making it a little easier as I was adjusting to all the changes and accepting the things that I could or could not do. But there's always ways to find new ways of doing things. And I think that's something to keep in mind, to keep your spirits up. And we're able to function. It might be in a different way, but we're still able to live a meaningful and full life.
A purposeful, meaningful, and full life. That's our goal. And that's the challenge after an injury like this. What else would you like to add?
Well, one of the things that really helped me through my recovery is a saying that I was given. In case no one told you today, you're beautiful, you're loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason. You're stronger than you think. You're going to get through this. I'm glad you're alive. Don't give up. Our brains are amazingly resilient.
Very inspirational. Thanks, Cheryl, for taking the time and speaking with me, and I wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video.